Well, hello and good evening. My name is Jeff Hooks. I am blessed to serve as the President and Chief Operating Officer of Victory Nutrition International. And on behalf of the VNI family, I want to welcome all of you that are plugged into this event live. We're live at 9 o'clock Eastern on Thursday, May 23rd, heading into the last week of the month of May. And we're delighted that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to learn about Victory Nutrition International. And tonight is all about sharing information. So again, I want to welcome all of you in attendance, our leaders, our emerging leaders, and really on behalf of the entire team, we want to roll out the red carpet, if you will, to those of you that are guests, because this information session is really designed for you. We want to share with you information on a health and wellness company, a nutritional sciences company that is redefining wellness, redefining the nutritional science industry and space. And I know that's a bold statement, but we're gonna share some specifics as to why and how we make that bold statement. And we're delighted that you're here to learn that. We're also going to share with you some information about a very lucrative business model and a unique business model, again, in a crowded space that's tied to our company and our mission and our brand. And so we want to encourage you to sit back, relax, enjoy the information from what I call a personal perspective. In other words, what's in it for you? What could these amazing wellness products potentially provide you and your family from a physical health perspective? Equally as important, what could this business model potentially provide you and your family from a financial perspective? And then as we wrap up here in about 30 minutes, we're going to give you some suggested next steps in terms of where you can go to gather more information, to get your questions answered, to evaluate the products for yourself. And that'll be the format for tonight. So very special presentation tonight. I don't know if all of you knew it, but we've got a special guest speaker. It is my privilege to introduce our visionary founder, our Chief Executive Officer, Bill Downs. Bill is going to be walking us through. I mean, there's no better person than to walk us through where we've come from as a company, who we are, our mission, our vision, our products, our science. And so with that, I'm excited to turn our presentation, our information session over to our founder and CEO, once again, Bill Downs. Take it away, sir.
Thanks. I really appreciate that, Jeff. Where did my screen go? Here we go. Can you see my screen?
I see your screen. Yep.
Okay. And it's a real pleasure to be here tonight. I need to announce that the presentation you're seeing tonight is an updated version. It will be available to people who want to use this tool. It has some of the latest information that's relevant to where VNI is going. And so to begin, I want to just talk about our nutritional products. The dietary supplement industry has exploded. For those of you that are new to the industry, in 1985, dietary supplements comprised about $4 billion in the United States. In 2012, it was $137 billion. That's a huge increase. Consumers are spending, just loads of money in three primary categories: in supplements, in health and fitness, and anti-aging. And this doesn't even include the organic foods market that's huge and growing as well. The problem is that with all these expenditures, obesity and chronic illness are still on the rise. There are thousands of supplements on the market, and it's difficult to know which ones to take. How do we know if we're wasting our hard-earned money? And the answer is, unless you're in the industry and have been in the raw material business like I have, you don't really know. I was 24 years in the raw material business. And what I can tell you is the most expensive nutritional supplement on the market is the one that doesn't work. Factors that influence that are impaired digestion. Digestive maladies are the #1 health malady in our culture. They're the #1 reason for emergency room visits after accidents. They're the #1 most prevalent reason for doctor visits. They're the #1 most purchased over-the-counter meds, and the #1 most prescribed drug for a legitimate health condition. Digestive impairment underpins every chronic degenerative disease. Now you add to that companies whose primary motive and motivation is greed, want to buy low and sell high, buy the cheapest generic low quality ingredients that they can. So they want to look like a premium quality product, but they really want to make a lot of profit. And then those generic low quality products just don't deliver the goods in terms of really therapeutic benefits that people are looking for. And then companies that do use the good ingredients and companies that don't use the good ingredients, both generally don't use enough of a potency to achieve what may have been represented in a scientific study. So we've got digestive impairment, generic low quality ingredients, and not enough ingredients, really causing extreme consumer disappointment and skepticism. And the translation here is therefore that ingredients don't get absorbed into the bloodstream. I started the company officially on January the 15th in 2014. Steve Kushner and I are together biochemists, formulators, and published researchers. By the way, his expertise is in bioenergetic nutrition. And for example, Protovite is a biodynamic, bioenergetic dietary supplement, besides the fact that, as I'll point out in a minute, it is patent pending. So we produce these high quality ingredients using premium quality, or these high quality products using premium quality ingredients. We're first to market. We have unique, exclusive, and proprietary formulas that are exclusive to our partners and our customers. Steve's prototype development of an advanced absorption technology that now has morphed and evolved into the proteasome technology is used in all of our products, and our products are validated by published clinical studies. You can go to vniscience.com and get a snapshot of what kind of research has been done on our products. Our scientific advisory board is an impressive scientific advisory board. Dr. Kenneth Blum is the father of psychiatric genetics. He's the scientist that discovered what was called at that time the addiction gene. It's the dopamine D2 receptor gene. It's actually the reward gene, and its association with alcoholism and other reward deficiency syndromes. Dr. Debashis Bagchi and Dr. Manashi Bagchi were the scientists that pioneered the research in Garcinia cambogia, in grapeseed extract, in OPCs, and polyphenols, and all the products that launched into the marketplace. They just have an unbelievably impressive dossier of achievements. V&I is the only company that I know of that has more than 40 published clinical studies, published in peer-reviewed journals with 3 patents, 2 patents pending. And what this demonstrates, in addition to our clinical research, is unprecedented scientific validation. And that translates for people that are new and interested in the opportunity to an unprecedented superior advantage for business validation. So anybody who partners with V&I to do the business can be assured that our products that they're promoting, that they're representing, are made with the highest quality ingredients backed by peer-reviewed science, and most importantly, improve the health of others confirmed by actual case reports and product reviews. Unlike many companies, if somebody says they have science and you look at it, make sure that it's on a peer-reviewed published scientific journal letterhead and not on the company's letterhead. All V&I products use the proteasome technology. It is a proprietary exclusive SK713 absorption technology. Our ingredients in the products are absorbed 100% of the time in 100% of the people tested. And this is a depiction of what a proteasome would look like. And the little light there is the energetic aura that emanates, because we're indicating here that we use a technology called effiquence, energy frequency imprinting. We impregnate and saturate the phospholipid membrane around this molecule with free ions, and it changes the energetic fingerprint, and it changes the way the body handles it. When a production batch of Protovite is finished, it is allowed to stand for several hours for stability testing, and all by itself, it heats up to 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. All by itself. It's an amazing achievement. And that's because the proteasome technology mimics cell membrane and body fluid properties. So this is called the phospholipid bilayer. This is the head. Here are the legs, if you can see my cursor, and there are the legs and there are the head. And that's all cell membranes and all soft tissues. That's what they're made of. And all the organelles inside the cell, that's the membrane, what they're made of. And that's what the proteasome technology does for Protovite and N-Sorb and Brain Reward and Thione Extra. So again, supplements are difficult to digest. They don't get absorbed depending on the person's digestive competence and the other factors that we mentioned. People purchase supplements that don't get absorbed at all, and that eliminates any of the benefits that they would have. I don't care how good the research is. The proprietary exclusive proteasome technology is the foundation for all products. Our tagline is nutrition that gets in. This is a picture of our 4 main products. The N-Sorb, I'm going to give you a brief overview right now, and then I'll get into a little bit deeper in a moment. N-Sorb is the only proteasome technology enzyme product on the market, and it is setting an entirely new standard for enzymes. A clinical study has been published showing that N-Sorb enzymes boost metabolism, immunity, sleep, and improve blood health. It was an amazing achievement. Protovite has a published clinical study shows that that it's VNI's liquid iron-free multi-nutrient complex, that it restores hemoglobin in red blood cells, improving oxygenation, hydration in the red blood cells, and it does all of this in less than 5 minutes. It's astonishing. Brain Reward supports focus, concentration, cognition, and mental sharpness, and this formula is backed by over 30 published clinical studies. In fact, I think it's 39 right now. Thione Extra is an immune benefit and cell detox product that supports anti-aging and life extension. I don't have a clinical study on this yet. We've got to do these one at a time, but all of the ingredients, the key ingredients, are backed by patents and research. For example, the Proligna has 14 patents, which is in here, which is a pine cone extract. These are amazing products. And here are the references to the studies I just mentioned up there. N-Sorb, by the way, is patent pending. It is protozomed, consists of a complex called Diet Essential, which is a stable acid-resistant multi-enzyme complex, which is activated in the higher pH of the body tissues, not the stomach. So we call it metabolically activated. We're actually developing a whole new class of enzymes. These are not metabolic enzymes. They look like digestive enzymes, but they're engineered to work at a higher pH, so we call them metabolically activated. Proprietary exclusive proteasomes ensure rapid and prolonged absorption. This combination is exclusively formulated for optimal metabolic, digestive, and immune support. There are no other proteasomed enzyme products on the market, and peer-reviewed and published clinical research validates the efficacy and safety of N-Sorb. N-Sorb's features and benefits include its safety and efficacy have been demonstrated in 2 published clinical studies and a 3rd randomized double-blind placebo-controlled published clinical study. The references are in VNI Science, and down on the bottom here again is the reference to the randomized double-blind placebo-controlled study in 46 individuals over 90 days. Metabolically activated in the alkaline pH of tissues inside the body, the higher pH between 6 and 8.5 on the other side of the GI tract, and it's been shown to boost and strengthen metabolism and vitality, support digestion of proteins, fats, and carbs, support intestinal health and elimination, and boost immune competence and blood health. Protovite is an amazing supplement, but the backdrop of this is that a 2002 study published in JAMA, the Journal of the American Medical Association, states it appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. But we've got a problem. Digestive maladies, again, are the most common disorder in our culture. So the most expensive supplement, again, is the one that doesn't work because it can't get in. Impaired metabolism is reduced ability to use oxygen and water. These are the 2 most important ingredients for life, for cells to make energy, manage energy, eliminate waste. This is the primary feature of chronic disease. This is what we want to resolve. We don't diagnose, treat, cure, prevent diseases. We restore the ability for the cells to use oxygen and water and nutrients to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste. Protovite is a vitamin, mineral, phytonutrient complex with 35 macro ingredients with hundreds of micro ingredients, phytonutrients. It is a liquid multivitamin mineral phytonutrient complex. The exclusive proteasome technology provides unprecedented rapid absorption and prolonged absorption in the intestine. It promotes the cellular ability to effectively use oxygen and water. We call it liquid blood food. Peer-reviewed, published scientific research shows that Protovite restores hemoglobin to red blood cells in minutes. And there's the reference down below. And the life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. Brain Reward is truly a remarkable product. We call it a patented course correction for your mind. It really promotes mental sharpness. There are 3 patents on it, 2 US patents, 1 European Union patent. And the reason this is such a significantly important product is that 1 in 4 Americans will experience a mental health disorder, according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Our bodies and our brains are overstressed, undernourished. They're not as healthy as they could be. We have stressful, challenging lives that just drain the tank of energy. Brain Reward is an effective reward deficiency nutrigenomics solution. Nutrigenomics is the science that studies how nutrition affects gene expression and how that affects overall health. This rebalances the brain reward circuitry. It supports dopamine sensitivity and function, helps regulate cravings, supports weight management, promotes energy and recovery, relieves stress, supports easier detox, supports improved decision-making, supports focus, attention, concentration, cognition, and mental sharpness. And all of these claims have been vetted by our attorneys who specialize in FDA and FTC regulatory law. By the way, this was an 18-page letter from the attorneys giving us the validation after reviewing over 200 published studies. At that time, 18 of which were our own. We now have over 40. This is an amazing product. In addition to the Brain Reward, we have I'm going to call it a line extension, the patented genetic addiction risk score called the GARS test. The GARS test is an amazing technological breakthrough. The test itself defines what your genotype is. And once we know what your genotype is, then you are qualified to have a RestoreGen formula that is designed specifically to answer that type of a genotype. These formulas individually and collectively do represent a disruptive technological breakthrough in DNA-designed precision nutrition. And that individualizes the Brain Reward benefits. The V&I RestoreGen products use only premium quality science-based ingredients to ensure the greatest beneficial effects. And then lastly, but not leastly, is Thione Extra, the anti-aging and immunity super booster product. It provides DNA protection. It protects the structure and function of blood vessels, promotes antioxidant function, specifically for glutathione and superoxide dismutase, which is the 5th most abundant protein in your body. You have over 20,000 proteins. Number 5 is SOD. That punctuates its importance. SOD is so important, your body will steal zinc from DNA to support SOD. It is the front line against oxygen-free radical damage. The Thione Extra promotes immune function, positive nitrogen balance, cell detoxification, promotes the healthy structure function of cells, stamina and energy output, improves mental clarity, anti-aging and life extension, and the life-changing benefits, again, are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. That's the product portion tonight, and it is really a sincere pleasure for me to once again hand back the presentation to our President and Chief Operating Officer, by the way, who's built other companies with top-line revenues of $500 million. So please listen carefully to what he has to say. Thank you very much.
Super. Thank you so much, Bill. I'm going to start my screen share, and we're going to pick up right where you left off. So thank you so much for that information, folks. And here we go. And play from current slide. And we are in business. And then if we would please, Bill, you might want to make sure we mute your meeting room. Awesome. So folks, here's what we'll do. We'll pick up, what's interesting with the information that Bill shared, and you heard about the unprecedented scientific validation. What's interesting is many, certainly everyone that's taken time out of your schedule, your busy schedule to gather this information is interested in your physical health, the health and well-being for yourself, your family, your loved ones, etc. And that's true with most, not all, but most, adults, clear-thinking adults, I'll say. In fact, that's demonstrated by the reality that 75% of men and women, adults, men and women in the U.S. and Canada supplement on a consistent basis. So we know we need to supplement, and Bill's walked us through the unprecedented science. I mean, trust me, y'all, when he delivers symposiums in front of other scientists and he takes the gloves off and gets into the details, it's really interesting, even though I don't grasp about 90% of it. But here's what I do know. And here's what our thousands of customers across the United States and Canada know. I know every morning when I wake up, I take my ProDivite and my Brain Reward first thing in the morning. And I know every night, right before I hit the hay, right before I go to sleep, I take my N-Sorb. Now, that's my protocol. And these products have absolutely been a blessing. They still are in terms of restoring, because of stress, because of some unplanned and unwanted life changes. My body needed some help. And what these products do, I love what Bill has shared in the past. He says, all of us as a society, as we eat more, packaged processed foods, fast foods, less raw foods, we're giving I love the way Bill phrases it, we're giving our Maserati brains and our Maserati bodies lawnmower fuel and expecting them to perform. And so with the V&I products, again, if you'll see on my shirt here, nutrition that gets in, with the V&I products, we're giving our bodies, our Maserati bodies and brains, high performance fuel. And it's amazing what the body can do when it's given the proper nutrients, when it's given the proper support. And so we're so excited that, at the very least, I want to encourage you as we wrap up here as quickly as you're able to get back to the person that invited you to tonight's information session and engage with these products. Give them 90 days and see how your body responds. And you'll be glad you did. Now, I want to transition, our mission, and we often share certainly with the leadership team, that as we expand our mission, as we expand our brand across the U.S. and Canada and around the world moving forward, we are looking for missionaries, not mercenaries. We're looking for men and women that are committed to helping people, that are focused on contribution and what we call servant leadership. And the exciting thing about that is there is a business model, if you will, attached to that noble mission. And here's what's interesting. A lot of people that you and I know, all across the U.S. and around the world for that matter, are looking for financial opportunities. I don't know if you're familiar with the phrase, the new gig economy, but it's a trend that you're going to hear more and more about. Men and women from all ages are looking to take control of their financial destiny. That's the reason, for example, whether they're driving, independent contractors driving for Uber or driving for Lyft or any of the other companies, if they've got real estate that they're parking in Airbnb for a little cash flow on the side, they're looking for opportunities without jeopardizing their full-time job or career where they can create a diversified cash flow. And there's a big need out there. Just like, so our mission is helping people physically with these products and unprecedented scientific validation. And folks, we're just getting started. What Bill didn't have time to share with you, but along with our scientific advisory board, we're in the early and middle stages of multiple additional clinicals on more than multiple of our products. And we have a very significant portion of our budget, our annual fiscal budget, tied to R&D, not only future product development as evidenced by our brand new Restoragen product line, the Brain Reward extension, but also scientific validation for our existing products. And so that's a commitment that we continue to make, and we will. That's who we are, not only for our customers, but also for our partners. And so our mission is to bless people physically with these products, but also financially with our business model. And what's interesting is people are absolutely looking. I shared this with a few of the leaders over the last week that I've talked to. Charles Schwab, the company, just released a study. Now get this, I want to share two things with you. This is the first one. According to this study by Charles Schwab, a whopping, this is a quote, a whopping 59% of people surveyed said they live paycheck to paycheck, and 44% carry a credit card balance or struggle to keep up with their minimum payments. Okay, 59% live paycheck to paycheck, 44% have significant credit card debt and are struggling to keep their payments. Now, in addition to that, and this is today that I found it, according to the Wall Street Journal study, get this. Now, these are millennials. This is specifically targeted Americans born between 1981 and 1996, many of whom it says are approaching their mid-30s, quote, in the worst financial shape than any living generation before them, with fewer children, homes, and less wealth than any cohort since the Great Depression, according to new data cited by the Wall Street Journal. Some economists say this could simply be blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's the gist of it, that men and women in the U.S. born between 81 and 96 are approaching their mid-30s in the worst financial shape than any living generation before them in the history of the country. Now, this information session is not about spreading negativity, but we are into reality. That's one of the things that, we all, as a corporate team, as a leadership team, we want to underpromise and overdeliver, but we want to talk about real. And so the fact of the matter is there are a lot of wonderful men and women that are looking to create an additional cash flow. And we have an opportunity that's extraordinary. And we have an opportunity that is very well timed. We're a 5.5-year-old company, but we're the best kept secret in wellness, literally. I mean, we're doing millions and millions of dollars of sales per year. We've done right at roughly just a little bit below 20 million in sales so far since our existence, but we are just getting started. So we've got a proven track record. We've got amazing products, intellectual property, amazing scientific validation. But we're ground floor from a timing standpoint. I'm going to share this on our quick start training call in a little bit more detail, but every data point that I look at for the health of the company, our customer base, our growth, we are from 28% to over 200% month over month growth in every key data point. So from a timing standpoint, the timing for you to take a look at VNI is absolutely perfect. So just like we're redefining, as Bill shared, wellness and nutritional science industries, we're also redefining the way relationship marketing companies do business. And so if you're at a point, again, where the idea of creating an additional cash flow is appealing, then let me share with you. You might be asking yourself, I don't have the background. I've never been in business for myself. I've never been in sales or marketing or business development of any type. Well, here's the key. As you can see there on the screen, for those of you, I know we've got a big group of men and women that are plugged in over the phone, and we're glad that you're with us. But as you see, and so I'll do my best to obviously to share what you would be seeing. But what's interesting is we have a very simple model that's based on 3 action steps. The first step is use the VNI products daily. That is the fundamental building block. Our entire model is based on the efficacy, the impact of these amazing products. That is the absolute key. We have currently to date, 90+% of our total revenue as a corporation comes from end user customers. Just over 90%. If you look at on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, year to date, of all the first product orders, 70% of our first product orders year to date are all from customers. The use of these products is the foundation. These products deliver value. We are a customer-focused business model, and it's all about the impact that these products will make for you and your family. So that's number one. Step number one, use the products every day. Step number two, share the VNI products. We have tools that will do this for you. We have a proven system, a methodology that's created that 28 to 200% month over month growth on all our data points that we'll be talking about on Saturday. And we'll teach you how to share these products. We've got videos. We've got a marketing website. We do this presentation live every single Thursday. We've got them recorded. So you can text them or email them out to contacts to share these information sessions. We've got all the tools and a proven system, the teaching, the training, everything step by step. It's paint by the numbers. We know what works, we know what doesn't work, and we'll teach you how to share these products. And that's the key. It's about sharing. We call it sharing and caring with a smile on your face and love in your heart. It's about education. It's about sharing information. It's not so much about presentation. It's about education. And we've got the tools that do the heavy lifting. So number one, use the products. Number two, share the products. And number three, teach others to do the same. Those are the three core building blocks that will teach you every step of the way. And when you do that, VNI has a very lucrative compensation plan. We call them thank you checks. And when you use, share, and teach others to do the same thing, you're paid. Our compensation plan rewards you in lots of different ways. Some are weekly bonuses, some are monthly bonuses, but you're rewarded into three basic categories. Number one is immediate income. Okay, so let's say you share the ProDivide with me today. You invite me to taste it. You share some information. I place a product order. All right, business that you do this week, new customers placing product orders, new partners placing product orders, you get paid next week on Monday, in fact. This Monday's a holiday, but you get paid the first of every week. Okay, so that's the key. That's immediate income. We've got an individual, actually, we featured this gentleman and his wife on our Tuesday night monthly corporate leadership call, and his weekly check, okay, for 9 weeks in now, 9 weeks of sharing the VNI products and mission on a part-time basis, his weekly check for this week was just under $1,000 for his 9th week. That's immediate income. And folks, we've got individuals that have earned from $20, $30, $40 to $1,000 in their first few weeks. So there's immediate income. That's important. In addition to that, there's long-term residual cash flow. Now, here's what's exciting. These products are obviously consumable. Most of our customers, most of our partners get on a very convenient program we call our subscription program. The reason for doing that, you never have to worry about running out of product. It's convenient. It's shipped directly to your doorstep. You're in complete control. Okay, so you can increase, decrease, cancel that subscription at any time, which is not the norm in the industry, by the way. And in addition to that, we have a subscription rewards program, which gives you additional discounts off of even the wholesale of the product if you're a partner, and as a preferred customer, and discounts off of shipping up to and including free shipping. So what happens is, back to that example, you've shared the products with me today. I place a product order, you get paid early next week. That's the immediate income. Well, I set up my subscription. In 30 days, depending on whatever date I set, my subscription processes. Guess what? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to process my credit card. You don't have to box up product and ship it to me. The company supports all your customers and all your partners and handles all of that, and you get paid. Okay, so that long-term residual cash flow, folks, it doesn't happen overnight, but it does grow exponentially if you're out there sharing on a consistent basis. So immediate income, number one. Number two is long-term residual. And the idea of the residual, folks, let me go back to that. The idea of the residual is you put the work in based on your vision, based on the size of your goals, your dream, how hard you're willing to work. You put the work in for a few days, few weeks, few months, few years, and then you get paid on an ongoing basis. That's how lifestyle, that's how time freedom is possible with the VNI model. Now, leadership development bonuses, simply put, folks, for those of you that want, now you could just build a customer base. We've got a number of partners that are generating a beautiful income just off of a customer base. And by the way, for those of you that have experience in relationship marketing, direct-to-consumer marketing, that is not the reality with 98+% of all companies out there. They don't have a model where, number one, where you even have customers, and number two, where you can even create any kind of meaningful income. We do. It's very simple. Our customer acquisition model is the best in the industry. But in addition to that, if you want to build a team, there are leadership development bonuses that are designed to help you create success with your team. So Zig Ziglar used to say, you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And that's the idea behind our leadership development bonuses. I call it selfish generosity. The more successful you can help your team become, the more successful you are. Okay, so why partner with VNI? Many reasons, many benefits. As Bill shared with us, proprietary product technologies that are exclusive to VNI partners. And this is so important, folks. Not available anywhere else. Not available anywhere else. We will never private label these products. We will never compete with our authorized partners. People don't even know this, that it happens in relationship marketing. But companies actually compete with their distributors or partners by doing SEO and other digital marketing strategies, where they're literally competing and bringing direct customers to the company. We will never do that. Every product sale is through an authorized partner, and it always will be. Forever and ever, amen. that's the truth. And that's different. As simple as that sounds, if people only knew what happened under the hood. No startup fees, no need to purchase stock or maintain inventory. You've got the freedom and the flexibility to work where you want to work with the people you want to work with. And many of our partners travel all over the U.S. and Canada. They have the freedom, the flexibility, the tax write-offs associated with having a VNI business and being able to anywhere where you've got a phone or people, some product, access to the internet, preferably you're in business and you can move forward. Now, what's interesting, we also have the very lucrative compensation plan that we've touched on. You don't have to have any experience in health, wellness, or business to launch the business, and the sky's the limit. Now, who partners with VNI? What's interesting is, and that's a great question. I'm often asked as people are looking at the model and learning more about the company, what is an average, so to speak, partner? What are their attributes? What's their background? What's their skill set, their experience? And what I'll share with you is that we have a very diverse partner organization. Our authorized partners are men and women from all over the U.S. and Canada with unique, different backgrounds. We've got, as you see there, we've got doctors, we've got lawyers, we've got healthcare practitioners, MDs, chiropractors, part and full-time employees, single moms, single dads, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, people with multiple PhDs and degrees, and wonderful men and women that don't have a formal education that learn through the school of life, and everything in between. And so I will tell you the common thread of all of our partners, particularly our effective partners, they are very mission focused. Okay, they have a desire for something more in life for themselves and their family, but they also have a sincere desire and a passion to serve others, to help others, to add value to others. It's all about contribution. We always say, and our founder Bill Downs says, the size of our partners' checks, in terms of their thank you checks, the size of their business, their customer base, the volume that they're doing of product sales, all of that is based on the level of their commitment, conviction, and contribution. And that's what it's all about. So our partners care about other people. And oh, by the way, they are coachable. They've learned to follow the roadmap and not try to reinvent the wheel. So that's exciting. So as we wrap up here, what's your next step? First of all, you might be at a point where you say, you know what, I want to engage with the products. And we want you to get back to the person that invited you to tonight's information session, get your questions answered, place a product order, set up your subscription, and give it at least 90 days. Give yourself and your body a chance to respond to again, nutrition that gets in, nourishing your body at a cellular level. Now, another option might be you say, hey, looks interesting, sounds interesting, I need more information. And if that's where you're at, then definitely get back to the person that invited you. We've got videos. If you haven't been to their marketing website, there's detailed information on the products. There's detailed information on the business model. They might even want to put you on the phone with one of their success coaches to help answer additional questions. I do calls like that every day. and our corporate team, our leadership team does as well. So we'll make sure that you get the information that you need to make a good next step, and whether that's as a customer or as a partner or whatever is the right timing for you. Now, third and finally, you might say, you know what? I don't have all the questions answered. Products make sense. I want to engage with the products, but I have a need. The timing is right in my life. I want to pay off, whether it's paying off credit card debt, whether it's creating and augmenting your retirement, whether it's travel, whatever, new car, whatever the motivation is, you want to create a cash flow with VNI. I want you to get back to the person that invited you to the presentation tonight and learn about the business pack options. We've got 3 options that I'm going to run through real quick that are designed, they're one-time purchases designed for partners, authorized partners that want to create a cash flow. Okay, we've got the basic pack, which is a wonderful option. You've got built-in savings of as you see there, $131, including free expedited shipping. There's some free product there. Pardon me, quick sip of water. I've talked so much today. Now, here's what's interesting. We always think it's important for those that want to create a cash flow to have product to use and have product to share and have product to sample. So the basic pack is a great option for that. The next pack is what we call the promoter pack. And it's a little bit bigger pack. There's more product, there's more free product, there's more value. You save $183, free expedited shipping. On this, you get some marketing materials and additional free products. So that's the promoter pack. And by far, the third option is our most popular based on actual packs sold. As you see there, this is our Share and Grow pack. It's the absolute best option if you want to leave no money on the table. It's got the most value built in. As you see there, $293 in savings, free expedited shipping, free marketing materials, free samples of product. And if you look at where my cursor is, that's an important component. Partners that get started with, and again, these are one-time orders. You can't. This is only designed when partners they can, within the first effectively 60 days, you can purchase one of these packs, one of these builder packs, and it's only a one-time purchase. But as you see there, partners that start with the Share and Grow pack immediately are positioned in our compensation plan and our recognition system as what we call an executive manager. And basically you're just leaving, there's associate manager, manager, executive manager. So you're basically getting positioned further up in the compensation plan, and you're leaving no money on the table. So it doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you want to go. It matters your vision, your contribution. And so whatever pack it makes the most sense for you, you can, of course, get back to the person that invited you and figure out what's the best pack for you. So as we wrap up, thank you so much on behalf of Bill and the entire VNI family for taking time to learn about VNI. We do a quick start training every Saturday in this meeting room at 11 a.m. And I would invite all of you, if you've got an interest in the partner side of this, we remove all the questions. We talk about the fundamentals that work, the proven system that's designed to set you up for success and give you a track to run on. That's the key. Support, teaching, training, encouragement, it's all in place. And we'll walk you through that 11 a.m. Eastern on Saturday in this meeting room. So please join us. Get back to the person that invited you. Engage with these products, folks. At the very least, you'll be so glad you did. Your body will be glad you did. And so we thank you. Thanks for taking time to be with us. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless. Bye-bye.